team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring, should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to After the Huddle. As always, it's your boy Jacob, Devin below, Jordy to my left. And we got a guest tonight, Cozy, coming back through. Happy to have you in here, man. Good to have the football season back.
Let me see. Let me put it this way. Let me. I want the full screen too.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm on the iPad. My laptop was messing up, so I don't know what it was. It just wasn't connecting to my headphones, so we'll make do with this.
Hello.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So y'all, well, just to clarify, y'all can't hear the game in the background.
Yeah.
No, I don't really hear anything.
I'm literally right next to the TV, so this is great.
Anyway, y'all, week 1 is in the books. I'm surprised at some of these games. Some of these games I'm not. Cozy, we already kind of talked about it a little bit, but how'd you feel about that? About the Eagles' victory over the Cowboys on opening night?
It was not ideal. I'll take it. A win is a win, but it wasn't ideal. I mean, the Jalen. I don't know if you're gonna get into it later, but the Jalen Carter thing, obviously, stupid move. I don't
What's
condone
he
it.
fined? 55,000.
57. 50. It's
57?
like 57,222. Some random number.
He's not missing a game though.
Well, he missed a game already.
Yeah, that's the reason why. He basically missed the entire game.
It was so crazy though, because I was there, and
That is true. I forgot
it
about that.
just happened, and then it was like, guy down on the field. We see a cart coming out. There's a flag, and then Carter's walking off the field, and everything just happened at once. It was like 45 seconds. So everyone's just watching, like, the hell is going on? Like, what's happening right now? Like I said, Carter's ejected. The cart's coming out. No one, and then like someone behind me was like, "Oh, Carter got ejected for spitting," and we were like, "What?
Yeah,
What do you mean?"
That's
And then like
wild.
everyone just starts going to their phone, checking Twitter. Then you see the clip, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god, dude, idiot."
So out of everything you saw outside of Jalen Carter, and just speaking on just the play itself, what do you think that you what did you like that you saw from Philly, and what did you not like?
What I liked was obviously Jalen. I think Jalen played a surgical game.
He did.
He didn't take big risks because he didn't need to. That was you could when you watch the game, that was Dallas's whole plan. They were just bracketing the receivers, and then everyone else was running to stop the run. Like that was it. So that's why Jalen was like, "I'm gonna take what I can get." I think Goddard had like 6 or 7 receptions. Like, all right, cool. We'll just eat him.
He had like 2 or 3 just in the first drive. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then we had that one big play to Dotson, which I also really liked because that just shows that because we got him last year, I think, at like the end of August, like at the end of training camp pretty much. So he wasn't integrated with the offense. He got the full season. You saw it. He made the catch in the Super Bowl that we won, by the way, if no one else saw that. And so now that we have a full training camp with him, I love that first game of the season, Jalen can trust him on a deep throw like that. Like, okay, cool. So he trusts AJ, he trusts Smitty, he trusts wide receiver 3 and Dotson. You love to see it. Not many quarterbacks have that much consistency with all 3 of their wide receivers. So that I really liked. What I didn't like was my bad. Another thing I did like too was Jordan Davis. I
played
think
well for the snap
really
count that he
well.
had to have, because he had to have a higher snap count with Jalen Carter out. Played well for that.
And all through training camp, we were talking about it because he was talking about it. We noticed his weight cut. Like he lost a lot of weight. And he said in like interviews, he was like, I'm really trying to just be on the field more. Like I don't want to just be known as a run stopper. I want to be a guy who could play all 3 downs, all 4 downs, all game if you need me. Like I want to be there for the team. I don't want to just be a one-trick pony. And like you saw, he lost a lot of weight and he played a significant amount of snaps. And I like that. And I'm encouraged to see him next to Carter this week. So that's what I'm really waiting to see that. The things I didn't like were obviously I didn't like AJ not getting the ball. Obviously, you want to see your playmakers get the ball.
You feel like they should have drawn up like some kind of play? I mean, I know it's the NFL and you try to just take what you can get, like you said,
Mhm.
but I would think with somebody like AJ Brown and somebody who fucking drafted him in fantasy, you would try to get him the ball. Even okay, you go out through the whole first half. Second half, I would come out and be like, all right, AJ, let's get you involved in this game plan. Let's see if we can get you something going. But I mean, you can't be mad at it because you ended up with a dub. That's what
Yeah.
matters the most.
Yeah, if we had lost and AJ had one target, then I'd be mad. But I'm looking at it also in the sense of like, okay, I know AJ said he wasn't a decoy, but we used him like one. Like all he did was just run up and just pull a safety and a corner with him the whole time, and it just like I said, it left the field open for everyone else. So that was cool. But like I said, negative wise, I didn't like that. No real explosive plays, but again, it's week 1. I'm not diving too deep into it. It's you know what I mean we last year week 1 it was Brazil against the Packers, but Jalen was throwing more, but he was making mistakes. He had the 2 interceptions. This game he was surgical. I think he had the best completion percentage in the league.
Yeah, like 80-something%.
Yeah, it was like 82%. Like
it's crazy.
I'm cool with that. I don't care. A win is a win. Y'all have seen me argue on Twitter for years now. Stats are cool. Wins are better.
Wins are better.
No one's criticizing Joe Burrow for 113 yards and Jamar Chase having like 20 yards.
Hey, bro, you haven't gotten to my banner yet. I'm just saying.
Okay, hey, I just want to say I know we'll get to that, but let me just say.
Quick score update. It's now 14-0 Green Bay.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs scored.
I think I'm playing him in fantasy.
But Jacob Kraft has three catches now.
Fuck.
Who?
I took Tucker Kraft's under on his catches.
Oh yeah, you're screwed, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like it. He did 3.5. Well, he looked like he just got hurt. I was like, damn, go out there.
Yeah, it looked like he got hurt for a second. I'm playing someone, my cousin, and he has Josh Jacobs. It's okay. I have Jalen Hurts.
I don't think I'm going up against anybody else. I sat Jake Reed too, so that was.
We need him to shake back.
Yeah, but
I got Jalen Hurts. He has Tua.
Oof.
I'm like, I think I might be able to win that one. We'll see.
But yeah, so I mean, it was an interesting week 1 outside of the first 2 games that we saw. We picked all our picks. I think Jared won this week on the picks because he picked the Colts and the Packers to win. And I think that kind of set him over the edge this week for him to get the dub.
Did we all pick Cleveland spread?
No,
I just picked the Bengals to win the game.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and start with it. Speaking of the Colts, we had the Colts dominate basically 8-33. Daniel Jones, for some reason, looked like the second coming of Joe Montana. Goes 22 of 29 for 272 yards and 3 total touchdowns. He threw 1, ran 2 in. Became the first quarterback in the modern era to lead his team to points on every single possession. Now, gentlemen, this is my question. Was it Daniel Jones and the Colts, or was it Miami and how bad and beat up that defense is?
I think it was Miami.
Jared, you think it was Miami, Jared? Are you saying that because you're an AFC East hater outside of the Patriots, or are you saying that just because that they're that bad?
No, it's just because Miami's that bad on defense. Like going into this week, they're already missing three starters on defense.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Wanda? Appreciate you joining.
Like, and then on top of that, they're missing offensive linemen. There was talks about Tua being hurt, but I don't know if he is hurt. It's just Miami's
who's injured right now?
Who?
Whoa!
Did I just miss? Someone got injured?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on
hold on.
right now.
Hold on. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on commercial right now, so I don't know. Oh shit!
Oh, it looked like he rolled up on him, right?
I got
Damn.
the card out.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman.
Sorry to interject. I was just trying to give live updates here.
Oh,
To the
man, I
fan.
hate to see that. It was Dedrick Wise. Dedrick Wise is a former New England player. Big
Oh,
time,
man.
he was like a big time D-line player for us.
Prayers up. Yeah, it was definitely the Dolphins that sucked.
You think it was the
To get back
Dolphins
to
that
that.
sucked, Cozy? Yeah. Yeah.
Because
No,
Daniel Jones he's had his moments. I don't think
Yes.
he's gonna. I don't think
Won a
we're looking at
playoff
the
game.
second coming of Andrew Luck or anything, but I think the Dolphins just suck that bad. So fantasy advice for anybody: pick up the defense of whoever's playing the Dolphins.
New England this week.
New England's playing them this week.
Never mind, New England sucks. I'm
That never mind came up so quick. I was telling Jared earlier. I think if Gonzo was playing, I'd feel better about
Yeah.
them. But
Oh, he's not?
without Gonzo, no, he's still hurt. I don't even know. He still hasn't returned to practice yet either.
Wasn't he hurt last year too?
No, he played. I think a full.
He played more games last year.
Game. I think the only game he missed was like the last game of the season.
I thought he was injured. Did he play? Was he drafted the year before and he got injured? I swear he was injured before.
He was.
Is it year 3?
Yes.
Okay, so the rookie season he was
Emmanuel
injured.
Forbes class.
2023.
Bills last year.
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was injured 2023. I'm pretty sure, wasn't he?
Yeah, his rookie year
He was, yeah.
He tore his labrum, and
Ooh.
I think separated his shoulder. I think it was. Yeah,
What's injured this time?
hamstring. But that happened like before like the season even began. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like nagging him a little bit. But they haven't played. They haven't played
okay.
him. Like they set him out in preseason, so
Yeah. AJ Brown had a hamstring injury, they said, in the preseason. So that's another reason why I was kind of thinking he's not going to get a lot of target. I mean, he looked fine in practice, but again, it might be one of those things where like, hey, listen, we're not going to put too much strain on you, you know?
Yeah, Devin, what you think? What do you think? You think it was just Jones, or do you think was it kind of like a whole accumulation of everything just made him look good?
I think it was really both, but it's still week 1. I need to still see more. You know.
Yeah,
still
I
need to see more
told.
from all of the NFL. To be honest with you.
No facts. Miami quit on their coach. They don't respect him. I
Facts.
somewhat agree with that. I do somewhat agree with that. I think the whole team is kind of in turmoil defensively, and then offensively, they're kind of stagnant because they're relying too much on the pass. But when the pass doesn't work, they can't get the run game going. That's a bad formula, in my opinion. The run should shut up the pass, and that's the way it's supposed to go. If you don't do it like that, it's very hard to succeed in this league.
Yeah.
Not gonna
was telling-
lie. I think Tua just needs to retire from the NFL. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like,
Very cold take.
retiring. Yeah, that's a whole retirement. That is crazy.
That's not even a hot take. That's a room temperature take.
That's a room temperature take.
That is a normal take. That is not crazy.
The-
yeah.
I did tell Jared though that if Daniel Jones goes out there against this Broncos defense and does what he just did, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he does that, then I am under the impression, and it's going to be a factual statement when I say this, that the Giants ruined that man's career, and that they never set him up to succeed at all.
He had Saquon Barkley.
What offensive line though?
They had Xavier McKinney.
That's a defensive player.
I'm just saying the Giants have players, and the players leave the Giants and then succeed.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying this. Like, if Daniel Jones goes out here this season and he plays behind this good offensive line that Indy has, because I don't think it's the weapons. Michael Pittman Jr. is good. I don't think he's even a top 10 wide receiver in the league.
No.
You know, and they Josh Downs. Now they do have a good run game with Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
But it's to me, it's man. Just
Who's
look
the
at
tight
every
end?
team. Well, they got Tyler Warren now.
Oh yeah, it's right. It's right.
That's a
They-
big deal too.
They had Mo Ali Cox.
That's what I was saying.
It's like they just look at all the teams that have good offensive lines.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it crazy how all the good teams that have offensive lines are competing in the playoffs every single year, and the teams that
Also-
don't are shitty?
Also, the teams that are run heavy are more
That
likely
too.
to make the playoffs.
That too.
Which, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. So
All the teams that are pass heavy miss. Not all the teams, but I have a stat somewhere where it's like the last 5 teams that are like the highest in passing missed the playoffs last year, and then the teams that are the highest in rushing all made the playoffs.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy. But all right, let's move on. Devin, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about this because I figured you watched the game. I didn't really watch the game. The Cardinals, they win 20-13 over the Saints in the Dome. Marvin Harrison Jr. had a decent first game, 5 receptions, 71 yards, and a touchdown. Saints comeback falls a little bit short. Spencer Rattler tried to connect with Jawan Johnson for a touchdown. It was right there. It was right there, but he just couldn't come up with it. Yeah, he just couldn't come down with it. It would have extended the game possibly to overtime if they make the extra point, or maybe go for 2 since you got the momentum and you got nothing to lose at that point. Dev, I want to hear your take. I'm just going to get it out the way because I know you're going to say it. Olave down once again.
He went down a few times.
It's the same thing every single time. Devin, give me a little bit of spiel of what you saw from the Saints on Sunday and what you can expect moving forward.
Oh, I'm gonna get out the bad first. Yeah, Olave. I like him as a player. I like him as a person, but I do not like him for his stature. I don't like his. I know his route running is great. His hands are great, but yeah, it was just terrible. We were missing the presence of Chase Young. I would have liked to see him healthy.
Chase Young wasn't out there? I
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
He was hurt,
I
so that kind of
he was on the Saints.
messed up with the pressure. I did think Marvin Harrison looked good. I did take him for a touchdown in one of my parlays that eventually lost. But against our corners, we don't know what Kool-Aid is going to be still.
Still early in his career.
Yeah. And on the other side, I forgot who was even over there, to be honest with you. So that's how bad it is of a situation. Justin Blackmon went down for us on the defensive side, so now we get to see the rookie Jonas Sanker this week. So that's we've been hearing good things about him in camp, so I'm excited to see what he's going to bring. On the offensive side, Rattler, he looked decent. He didn't look terrible. We did try to tush push. I liked it. We got called for the offensive. It's Kellen Moore. What do you expect?
Yeah.
There's 2 people in this party that's watched Kellen Moore for a long fucking time.
If anyone's interested in Spencer Rattler patch cover, I just pulled that. I was like, sick, dude.
Yeah, and that last play of the game, we paid you. I hated when we did it. 3 years, $30 million. Juwan Johnson. Come on now. Like, what have you done besides be on the bench and be hurt in the past 2 years? I know Kellen Moore doesn't know that, but GM knows that. Alvin Kamara looked the same as always. I would really like us to see get another big body receiver.
Definitely need another receiver over there for sure.
Another thing is I like Banks, our first round pick at 9 or whatever we had.
Is that the offensive lineman?
Yeah,
Kelvin Banks.
Texas.
Yeah.
No pressures. Didn't get his name called for any penalties. Did absolutely stellar.
Okay. No, not bad. Yeah, I didn't really watch this game, but I did catch the end where he missed out on the touchdown. Seemed like it was a real competitive game, 20-13. It's not too bad. Was it more play-wise competitive, or was it actually just seemed like 2 decent teams going up against each other?
not necessarily two decent teams, but just more of like
Just like a back and forth.
more back and forth, but more of like one gaining on another's fuck ups.
Okay. So the Saints were making mistakes. Cardinals were capitalizing on those mistakes.
And
Gotcha.
same thing with Cardinals and Saints capitalizing.
Word. All right. Well, speaking of capitalizing on mistakes, the Bucks capitalize on a dub, winning 23-20 because Emeka Ibuka scores a nice touchdown with a minute left to go in the game.
He actually called that play. There was an article that came out that Mike Evans said that Ibuka said, "Run this play. I got the post. Throw it to me. I'm calling game."
That's crazy. That's crazy. But it wasn't even the end of it though. That's the thing. The Falcons, they go down the field. They miss Young Wei Koo missed a 44-yard field goal to tie it, send it into overtime. I'm sitting there watching it like, oh, there's no team for sure.
Yeah, you're like,
This
oh,
man
it's automatic.
this man's easy gonna hit this 44, and he missed it. I don't know if anybody else noticed this. A lot of bad kicking this first week of football. A lot of bad week of kicking. Maybe kickers should play more preseason games because a lot of bad kicking this week.
Yeah.
It's 14-3.
14-3.
Yeah, they kicked the field goal.
Yeah, Jaden can't connect with anything.
And that Packers defense looks good, man.
Sophomore
Packers defense looks good.
slump.
I don't think. I mean, he had a decent game last week, but it wasn't the Giants. But they're just going up against a really good defense, in Green Bay, especially now that they got Micah Parsons.
I told y'all before the trade they're winning the division, and then after the trade, Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, I got them winning the division also, and I got them going to the NFC Championship game.
I had Rams in the NFC Championship game, but I think Packers might inch them out. They're gonna lose to the Eagles anyways, but I think they're gonna make it. It's a good team, man.
No,
where'd he go?
Jade.
Hold on,
Come back. I mentioned the Eagles and he blacks out.
I had connectivity issues. Here we go with this freaking.
It's getting vertical. He's getting vertical.
He was having issues earlier. There we go. Oh, well.
Oh my God.
He's on that stuff
Here
that
we
killed
go.
Kennedy.
No, it's because of my AirPods. My AirPods connected to my phone. I had them connected to the iPad, but
Hey, me too.
I never disconnected them from my phone. So the game playing on my phone, so it automatically connected them just on its own. But anyway, yeah, Bucks slid away with this one. I have them winning the division, so in a future bet. So this was a huge win for them, especially getting swept by the Falcons last year. And then on top of that, everybody else in the NFC South lost. So that put them 1-0, and everybody else was 0-1. That's a great start for them, and a great start for my bet. So, Baker though, I'll tell you what, man, he's definitely found himself a home.
Yeah,
I'm glad he has
for sure.
too. I'm glad he has too. He's out here looking like almost like a top 5 quarterback, to be honest with you. He's playing like it. That's what I mean. His stats look like it. He's playing like it. It just needs to translate more into wins, I think. Can't be in this close games like this where you have to lead and you gave it up, and now you're playing catch up, and now you got to rely on the defense. And I believe if they'd gone up against somebody who had a better offense, that this might have been not even a close game, and that they probably would have lost.
Which is crazy because Falcons have a good offense, like weapons wise. You would think they'd be doing better.
Good.
I don't know where the disconnect is. Maybe it's because Penix is still a little newer.
I'm gonna be honest. You don't really want to know what it is? They could not run the football. Believe it or not, Bijan had 100 yards receiving the ball, but they could not run the football. I believe they only had like 50 yards rushing, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy.
A lot of those yards for Bijan came from that first TD pass he had.
Exactly, he had a 50-yard from the get-go.
Oh yeah, I remember checking my phone and it was just like,
They had 69 yards rushing, but the problem was that Bijan only had 24 yards rushing on 12 attempts. Tyler Algier had 24 yards rushing on 10 attempts. And Michael Penix had 21 yards on 6 carries, with a lot of those were probably more scrambles. And he had a touchdown in the beginning. Remember, he had scored the touchdown in the start.
Oh, I didn't know who scored.
But yeah, he scored. He ran a touchdown in. He threw one and he ran one in. But I mean, just your 48 yards rushing just from your backs. That's terrible, especially when you got Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
You know,
El Terrible.
Yeah, they gotta. That's what they gotta fix. They gotta get this run game going. It's gonna help Michael Penix Jr. in the end.
Do you think it's the O-line, or do you think it's just play calling?
I think it's play calling
Or
I'll be
play
honest with you.
design, rather, I'd say.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't think they have a terribly bad O-line. Now, it could be an offensive line that predicates themselves more on pass blocking than they may do on run blocking. But they got to do something. He's going the distance.
He's setting.
But Baker for MVP?
Hey, that's a sleeper. It's a sleeper bet. Another
Well, it's
sleeper bet I had. A sleeper bet. I've been saying Baker is sleeper MVP before the season, but another one I've been feeling in my gut. Justin Herbert MVP.
Hey, he looked good.
Listen,
Hey, Justin Herbert looked good.
I'll throw 5 on it. I put 5 on Jalen Hurts MVP. I don't care. Money's money. I did it months
Yeah, I
ago.
don't think he's going to be MVP. But let's move on. We got the Steelers. They had a close game, 34-32. Nobody expected this score. Everybody thought it was going to be 14-12. Aaron Rodgers comes out slinging it, 12 of 30, 244. He had 4 touchdowns, looking like Aaron Rodgers of old. This game came down towards the end, really. The Jets had an opportunity on a 4th down, threw it to Garrett Wilson, and Jalen Ramsey just made one hell of a hit. I don't care how you shake it.
Yeah.
Whether you want it, he had made a hell of a hit. You know what I mean? And I was telling Jared this literally just earlier. You know, the defense in themselves looked bad. Steelers defense looked bad. They just made a play when they needed it to. But if it wasn't for the heroics of the offense, they lose this game easily. You know, like I said, it's Chris Boswell. He kicked a 60-yard field goal to win the game. 60-yarder. That's pretty fucking good, in my opinion. 60 yards to win a game is crazy.
It's like
All right.
60 yards are the norm now.
Yeah, really. Like kickers, it's like nowadays kickers kick 54, 55 yarders, and I'm just like, yeah, I expect them to make these. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, Koo missed a 44, and we're like, how?
Exactly, you know. But in reality, it's like 44 yards.
44 10 years ago.
It's
was
not
like, wow,
guaranteed.
That's a good kick.
That's a good kick.
This guy's got it. This guy's got some pizzazz.
This guy's got it.
This guy might be a Hall of Famer one day. Now we see dudes kicking, what was it, 70 in the preseason?
Yeah, Cam Little. I picked him up in 3 fantasy drafts because of that.
Fantasy. No, because in my league, we don't draft kickers till like last. Like nobody drafts a kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then but I was like, he was there. I was like,
Yeah, I
Yoink.
snagged him up too.
Give me that guy.
With a lot of the leagues that I'm in, we don't just play like for kicking field goal points. A lot of it's the total amount of field goal yards. So he got me like 16 points this past week because he kicked 4 field goals.
yeah. You do it like it's not just it's like if it's a 40-yard, you get an extra.
You get a point for every 10 yards kick. So
Yeah.
the 40-yard you get 40. But say you get say he kicks like a 44-yarder and a 55-yarder. So that's 100 yards total. So that's 10 points that you get.
Damn, that's crazy. I think my league it's like you get the points for you get the 3 points, but I think if it's 40 yards, you get an extra point.
You get
50,
4,
you get an extra 2.
You get 2.
Actually, let me double check. Let me discount double check that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When they were talking about it, I was like, man, I didn't even realize like the yardage was how it went. Like I thought it was kind of like how you said, Cozy, where it's like, hey, you get the 3 for like in between then you get an extra point for it's a 40 or 50, you get 2, 60, you get 3. If you get
Oh,
70,
wait.
you
No,
get
I think
4.
I do play it that way.
With the yards.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, I
Wow, I'm trying to
didn't
find
realize
someone-
it either. Your kickers were so important.
hold on,
One
let me
that said
let me
Rodgers looks
look up-
90 years old. in the
Let me look up
pocket.
Little right now. Who?
No chance he makes it. Rodgers looks 90-year-old in the pocket. No chance he makes it through half the season. Yeah, I'd say that if he's getting hit, I agree with you. If he's constantly getting hit and the offensive line is giving up a lot of pressure,
Yeah,
then,
we're gonna see that.
we'll definitely see that.
I mean, he
But-
just had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and only
It's
8
the Jets,
incompletions.
Right.
But the Jets' strength
We're
is
looking
supposed to be
good.
the defense. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
Jets' defense was supposed to be the strength coming in, and then hey, props to Justin Fields, man. Props to Justin Fields. He made that game competitive. Nobody gave them a shot. You know, I didn't give the Jets a shot to win this game.
I don't know if you saw it in the other chat. I said it. I was like, I think the Jets might be a sneaky playoff team this year. I
You said
like
in the
Fields.
mock 10, in
Yeah,
the mock 10 one, yeah.
I said I think Jets might be a sneaky playoff team this year. I don't think they're going to win the division, but like they might be like a 7 or a 6 seed. I think Justin
yeah.
Fields has the potential to elevate that offense in a way like how Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen, not to that extent, but I'm saying like because he can throw. We know he can throw. He's back with his college wide receiver, which is huge.
Garrett Wilson,
with a lot,
yeah. Him and
a
Garrett
lot of
Wilson,
people
yeah.
don't take that into account, but when a quarterback plays with his college wide receiver, they get better.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, he has the rushing ability, so he's dangerous.
Devin, did you catch any of this game at all?
Not much of it, just the end of it after the Saints game when I saw the big hit that Ramsey had.
Yeah.
Good, perfect form, perfect.
Oh yeah, literally perfect tackle.
Great wrap up.
Absolutely. Well, they got the Bills next week in New York, so gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one for them. But moving on,
if
we'll
the
do this
Jets
one
win-
quickly.
Jets
Yeah,
are
I'd be
second in the
surprised.
division right now.
I will start a dialogue.
I was starting to die. Well, this is who I picked as my sleeper team, especially playing in the division that they play in. But the Panthers, they come up short 10, Jags 26, ETN. They couldn't stop the run, 16 carries, 143 yards. Panthers only had 255 yards of total offense. They looked bad. Yeah, they looked bad. It was bad ball. I thought Bryce Young would follow up that momentum that he had at the end of the season, coming into this season. Doesn't look like it. Now they did have that big delay. They did have a big rain delay with the lightning and stuff like that. So that kind of made the game
Slowed it down.
weird. Yeah, it slowed it down. But at the same time, I mean, the Jags were already up a good bit at that point. You know, so
Field goal, no good.
Oh, who kicked it?
Oh, he missed.
Commanders.
Oh, Commanders. Yeah, that makes sense. Commanders can never get a consistent kicker. I mean, my entire life, the two things I've always seen with the Commanders, like the DBs can never catch an interception, and they can't find a kicker that's consistent.
Oh my God, Eagles DBs. Well, freaking Butterfingers, these guys.
Yeah, well, that's why they play DB.
I ended up snagging ETN off late in one of our leagues with Devin, and kind of turned out pretty nice so far.
Yeah, he had 143 yards rushing to go along with 3 receptions. So that's 17 points right there.
Yeah, I mean,
they saw that and they were like, "Yeah, we don't care about Tank Bigsby. Get him out of here."
That's
right.
Exactly what it was. I was like, and then on top, here's what tells me. That's actually. I'm glad you brought that up. To me, like, is it so like confidence in Will Shipley? Because I thought he looked pretty good.
Shipley got injured, broken rib.
Okay. Now that
he
makes more sense.
He was balling.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He looked pretty good.
They brought him in, and he had that big run, and they were like Shipley, and I was like, wait, hold on, Barkley was out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't even tell the difference. I mean, mind you, I'm in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, you're way up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm not
Do y'all know who's behind ETN now?
Tayshaun Booten or whatever.
Tayshaun Booty,
Buttle, something like that.
Button.
Yeah.
Buttle, yeah.
Tay Butts.
Oh no! Is it Tutton?
Oh, it might be Tutton. Is it
think it is
Bashawn
Tutton.
Tutton?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Bashawn Tutton. It's Glacial. Yeah,
It's
Or
Bay,
however you say
we're
his
gonna
first-
call him Bay Tootie.
yeah. He's got a crazy first name. I will trust any Howie Roseman move. Best GM in the league. Yeah, as much as it pains me being a Giants fan, right now he looks like the best shape
Another
in the
missed
league,
field
without a
goal.
He
doubt.
said, "Give me your tank, Bigsby."
Another missed field goal. The Packers missed a field goal.
Just to end the half, yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
They
you're
dunked-
ahead of
they
me.
must have
Dunk.
tried a long one.
Spoilers.
Doinked off the left bar.
We love a good NFC North doink.
Good NFC North doink.
Doink.
That's
Double
tragic.
joint. That shit was.
But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, mainly because I'm not going to really count this game for either of them, especially with the rain delay. But I will say the Jags, Travis Hunter. As much as I said it throughout the off season, I didn't see the big deal about drafting him. He's not elite either. He's not elite at either wide receiver or corner. He's good at both, but he's not elite. Especially taking him where they took him. They traded up and took him at number 2.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yep.
like that. I didn't understand that. You know,
GT
and then
was robbed.
yeah, and then on top of that, what's it called? Then you only play him 6 or 7 snaps on the defense. It's like,
Well, they,
okay, well,
they said he's gonna get more next week or this week.
is he going to get more? Okay, well,
That's what they
we'll
said.
see.
Snap.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes throughout the season. But in my opinion, from the get go, I just wasn't high on him.
Yeah,
If he
Cohen
has
came out
one
and said he-
game, my bad.
Go ahead, Coach.
No, you go. I cut you off.
Yeah, no. Cohen said that he's getting more defensive snaps this week, so he's gonna be mainly corner this week.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say if we at some point in the next season or two, if he has that one game where he has like 100 yards receiving and like 1 interception, all the receipts are gonna come out and be like, "I told you this is who he was," and it's gonna be like after a year and a half where he finally gets it, and it's gonna be like against the Saints or the Giants or some terrible team.
Oh my God, Jordan Love already has
Who did they
214
play
yards
this week?
passing. Holy fuck!
Oh man, good thing I didn't bet the under. The
Who did
Commanders,
the Jags play this week?
the Commanders might be booty.
The Jags play Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yep.
He might have a pick. He might have 100 yards.
That's
This might be the
probably
game
why they're gonna
Travis
have-
Hunter gets
That's
it.
probably why they're gonna have him on defense.
If
I
he's
think-
100,
all right. So do y'all think they're gonna base it on scheme? Do y'all think that they're gonna base it on scheme? Because why would they need it on offense because of that trash ass defense? They put him on defense to cover whether or not T. Higgins or Chase.
Well, they're
If
gonna
he-
put Campbell on Chase. They're gonna
If
put
Travis
Campbell
Hunter-
on him. He's their number
If
one.
Travis Hunter locks up Chase,
Or T. Higgins, but I'm saying
Well,
T.
he's gonna
Higgins.
be on T. Yeah, he'll be on T.
Either or.
That's what he'll be more. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what it's going to be based off of who they play that
Yeah.
week on who if they're on offense or defense.
that is true.
Maybe
That's
it's
right.
on offense or
I
defense.
do like I did like that versatility with him because, like you said, it depends who they play. If they're playing a team with like weaker receivers, they might be like, okay, we're going to use you strictly for offense. But if they're playing teams with good receivers, they might be like, hey, listen, we're going to put you on defense for more snaps, and you're going to play that way. I don't think there's going to be a game where he's playing 100% like he did in college, but that's how I think it could benefit them in that scheme, if you will. I guess I'm right.
All right. Well, speaking of the Bengals, they escaped against the Browns, which is crazy. 17-16, Burrow, worst game of his career, in my opinion, bro. 14-23, 133 yards, 1 touchdown, lowest yards.
133?
I'm sorry, 113. Sorry.
I was like, oh, yeah.
113 yards and a touchdown, lowest yards in a win for Burrow. Browns, they missed a 36-yard field goal to attempt to take the lead with 2:25 left. The Browns defense was getting pressure. The Bengals offense did not. We thought the whole offseason, okay, well, this is going to be, they're going to have to score 30 a game to win. But the defense actually stepped up, played pretty well. Now it is the Browns, so they get a little bit tougher test next week against the Jags. But I got to say, man, it did not look good. Burrow did not look good. Jamar Chase did not look good. The entire offense just looked bad. And yeah, the Browns defense is the strength of their team, but holy fuck, bro. It was terrible.
I don't know if y'all watched any of the game. I had it up in my multi-view when I was watching the, Sunday Ticket and shit. It was fucking tragic just watching that game.
I did
The
see
fact that they even scored how they did. Yeah, I mean, we got one out of Chase Brown, but no, they had to go to Noah Fant for a touchdown. Jamar Chase 2 catches, 26 yards. T Higgins 3 catches, 33 yards. I mean, Noah Fant was their leading reception guy with 4 catches, but he only had 26 yards to go along with Chase's 26. They look terrible. Chase Brown had 21 carries for 43 yards. That is 2 yards a carry, y'all.
I think it's karma for all the Bengals fans last year talking shit and being like, "Oh, Joe Burrow, the most yards, blah blah blah. Jalen Hurts, nah, nah, nah." And at the first game of the year, he puts up a freaking stinker, worse than Jalen Hurts has ever had.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say that, but you know what I mean. Like,
Well,
and
I don't
they
know
win.
about ever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in a win, yeah. The fact this is the one time where you can look at it and be like, okay, Joe Burrow got carried by his defense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the joke of it was like it was all year was like Joe Burrow, blah blah blah. He does this, and it's like once again comes out week 1, puts up a stinker. They win, but then like I said, now it's I don't care about the stats. A win's a win, and it's like yes, welcome, buddy.
Welcome.
You can't fall back on your 7,000 yards passing and 82 passing touchdowns. You're like,
we're
a win's a win,
gonna
buddy.
really get into that. We're really gonna get into that when we talk Sunday Night Football.
How do y'all feel about Chase Brown this season? Last year he finished top 5 in running backs in fantasy, and I told my friend, me and him kind of got into it. I was like, you invested in Chase Brown in in 2 fantasy drafts this year. I was like, in an offense that hasn't improved their offensive line in 2 years, in an offense that Joe Burrow is throwing the ball 60% of the time, 70% of the time.
Yeah.
Come on now, like
I will say in this game though,
think
it was
Chase
more
Brown
50-50.
It should be that high up.
Yeah, I will say in this one it was more 50-50.
Yeah.
23 dropbacks Burrow had 23 attempts.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say dropbacks because of sacks also, but 23 attempts, and Chase Brown had 21 carries. So it was about more what to start the year, but they can't continue to go to that if you're only getting 2 yards a carry out of him. It's not going to be worth it. And then they'll fall back more on passing the ball, and that's where Devin's argument will come more into play.
Right.
But yeah, they looked bad, bro. They looked bad, and I'm so glad I did not take them to go to the Super Bowl this year. Took them the last 2 seasons.
I'm
But
betting to
also-
miss the playoffs.
I have them going to the playoffs. I do got them going to play mainly because they play a 4th-place schedule. So or is it 3rd or 4th? They play an easier schedule this year, so I expect them to win more games.
That doesn't. I think
It matters. It does matter.
I think the judging the schedule before the season doesn't matter because you're expecting the teams to do exactly the same that they did last year.
Well, certain teams you can do that for, though. I mean,
I don't think so.
You looked at the Panthers and were like, okay, they're going to be the same as they were last year.
Well, that's because the Panthers are trash from forever.
You look at the Jets; they're going to do the same as last year.
I thought the Jets were
Well,
going to
you
be
know,
good.
I do. That's what I'm saying. And I'm speaking on record-wise. I'm not talking about how the team looks. It's all about the record. Where are you going to end up in your division?
Who do the Bengals play?
Their schedule?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Yeah.
They got Jags and then Vikings.
So
Broncos.
Vikings.
Yeah, the early part of their schedule is a little tough. It's the back half that gets easier.
Jags, I think that could go either way.
I think they beat the Jags. If they did better than what they did this week,
I think they lose to the Vikings. That's a
I
good
do think
defense.
they lose to the Vikings. Yeah, against that
The
good
Broncos.
defense.
The Broncos could go either way because I think the Broncos just had a rough week 1.
Yeah, well, I got to see
Broncos good
Bo Nix
defense.
back.
Lions. That one could go either way. Packers, they're losing. That's a L.
right now. Yeah, I think they're losing to the Packers.
They're losing to the Steelers.
The Steelers defense doesn't play well. If the Steelers defense keeps playing like they're playing, though, it'll be a close one.
Even Rodgers playing like he's playing. I think the team in general.
I think that's a big thing. Yeah.
The Jets. That could go either way. Fields might put it on them.
I
Bears.
think they beat the Bears.
Yeah, I think they beat the Bears. Steelers again. L.
Division's
Patriots.
toss-up. Wow, division's tough.
Hold on, wait. Patriots, they could win. But then it goes
Who could they-
Ravens, Bills, Ravens.
I think they split with the Ravens on one of those.
They might go 0 for 3 against the Ravens, Bills. And then
Would they lose
Dolphins.
to the Bills
dub.
and the Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns to end the season.
Hold on, I didn't count any of this. I'm just gonna go who I think. Vikings.
All right.
I'll say Broncos. I'll give them Lions for the win. Packers, Steelers, Jets. Steelers. Ravens, Bills, Ravens. That's 8 losses. And there's still the Cardinals, the Dolphins, and the the Browns again.
So you got them going. What you think? You got them going like about 9-8, 8-9.
I think 9-8 at the best.
Yeah, I don't know if 9-8 is going to win you a playoff spot in the AFC either.
I
No.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Especially
That's what I'm saying.
if they do lose twice to the Steelers, that would be really bad because then the Steelers would take that spot from them.
Yeah, I think I think Ravens, Bills, Ravens is a really tough stretch right there.
That is a tough stretch. It is.
They could. I mean,
They'll-
don't get me wrong. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. So
The Ravens keep giving away leads like they're giving. It's not even going to fucking matter.
Double digit.
gonna have to win by
leads,
30.
leads.
Yes. Jim Harbaugh? Yeah, Jim Harbaugh is fucking tragic with it. All right, Jared, you got to speak now. Raiders, they win. They beat the Patriots in New England, 20-13. Geno goes 24-34 for 362 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Patriots now 1-5 in season openers since 2020. Jared, give me what you saw in this game and what you can expect from the Patriots moving forward. Also,
First half we looked good. We were scoring. We was going back and forth with the Raiders. But once May threw that pick, it seemed like all his confidence just like kind of like shot out the window. Booty looked good. Booty looked really good for us. He looks like he's turned into our wide receiver 1 for right now. Boy, we need a pass rush. We definitely need a pass rush.
ginger ale, not a cold beer.
Yeah, I mean, we let Geno almost throw for fucking 400 yards on us. Like that's how bad our pass rush is. And then doesn't help Gonzo is out. Bowers did go out for a little bit. Bowers is he's dealing with a knee injury right now. I don't know
does
if
he
y'all
play
know
this
that.
week?
He doesn't even know if he's playing this week. I was reading. I have background
Yes,
noise.
Jared, he's outside.
I was like,
yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah. I'll mute it for like fucking airplanes and shit because I live by every part of transportation you can have around.
This guy lives under a bridge.
He's
Who's
a
out
fucking
there for-
troll.
Who's out there for pass rushers that the Patriots could sign? I know Clowney's
That's
still
what
out there.
that's what I told Jared. I told him they could not get much pass rush at all on Geno from what I saw.
Nope. We kind of sold out to stop Genty. Understandable, kind of, sort of. He only had like 40 to 60 yards, I believe. He did.
Yeah,
score.
he had a low output.
Yeah, I mean, he did score, but like we couldn't cover Bowers. Jacoby's catching like 6-7 passes, tearing us up, breaking tackles and shit. Even Jack Beck got involved. That wide receiver we talked about, Jake Hasty, he got involved. He got like a catch or two. We just
The white
couldn't
boy.
we just couldn't get anything going in the second half. And Henderson was kind of like invisible a little bit, like 50, 60 yards total.
Got to get him involved more in the screen game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two
Like I
back
told
steps.
you, well, it's not even. It's just that I watched basically his whole career at Ohio State. You get him in the open field, and he's just gonna make shit happen. But if you can't get him in the open field, then you're just kind of shit out of luck because he's not a power back where he's gonna burst his way through in between the tackles type shit. You got to get him in space.
Yeah. Wasn't that one of his big plays in preseason? Was a
Yeah.
little wheel route or something?
Well, the
Wait,
wheel,
yeah. No,
He had the
not a
wheel
wheel route, it
route
was,
and the kick return.
No, when he trucked Buddy. Wasn't that not a wheel route? It was like to the flat.
yeah, it was a pass.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was like a highlight where he like ran up and like trucked dude and he
Yeah,
was like
it was-
unconscious. He was just like,
Yeah, it was week 1. It was when he had his coming out game in preseason, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got him involved a little bit. We gave him a little toss, like a little sweep play. He ripped off maybe like 11, 12 yards on it. That was his biggest run.
That's what you guys need to do more. More 2 back sets too with Ramondre and him because that's a good backfield.
Mhm.
That's a real
Yeah.
That's a backfield you can't let go to waste.
I think the bright spot though, Campbell looked really good.
Campbell did look good.
Who's
I
Campbell?
mean, Will Campbell. our
Will
left tackle.
Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Will Campbell.
I mean, he may have gave up a sack or 2, but I'm only giving him 1. But the one that he did give up, May did fumble the ball. Or the second one he did give up, May fumble the ball because he stepped up into the pressure. So,
He's a rookie though. Got to make mistakes here and there.
yeah.
It's okay.
But I will say there was one pass rush move the dude put on him. It was like a little spin move to the inside. He mirrored it completely. Had it all locked up. So that's promising.
Okay. Yeah. See, you see stuff like that, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
We can clean up the mistakes, but when you got talent like that, you're like, all right.
Yeah.
We're good. We got a good one.
He didn't really face
All right,
Crosby, which is kind of odd because you would think you would put your best pass rusher on a rookie, but yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'll talk about this then. The Giants, they get friggin' beat by the Commanders 6-21. Jaden Daniels goes 19 to 30, 301 total yards and a touchdown. Giants only had 231 yards of total offense. That was less than the Panthers, by the way. I believe it was outside of the Bengals, it was the least total yards in the entire NFL this week. Like, it was bad. I think it was the Bengals and then the Giants were the least in the 2 total yards this week.
Let me ask you a question, as the resident Giants fan in here. When do you think Dart should start?
Week 5.
I think he should start this week.
No.
Enough of Russ. Let Dart go.
No.
Let that Bronco
all
buck.
you're gonna be doing. I think he's having internet issues.
No, I know. I'm like, where'd he go?
So I think putting Dart out now, all that would do right now is just shake his confidence. Mainly because our offensive line, once again, it's the same problems. Can't stop the run on defense. Offensive line looks terrible. It's the same thing. The same thing that I've been seeing of the Giants every single season. It's all cool to have a nice pass rush when you got Abdul Carter and you got Kayvon Thibodeau and all these guys. But if they're getting to 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 3, all these times, then you're not in any pass rushing situation. And then the times when you were in a pass rush situation, ergo a 2nd and 19, and then Austin Eckler catches the ball and then breaks 4 fucking tackles on his way to a first down run. Like, what are we doing? Stop trying to hit him. Wrap him up. Bring him to the ground. Actually fucking tackle somebody. Please, for the love of God. I just don't understand it. They should bench Rush and start Jameis. Dude's entertaining. He will get Neighbors the ball. That's if he can get the ball off. That's the thing. It's 2 seconds and boom, somebody's in his face.
Oh, Micah Parsons sack.
Yeah, I saw that coming this week. I
had that on the parlay.
It's the same thing. 2 seconds to throw the ball, and they can't stop the run. Commanders had 211 rushing yards against us. I'm just here so I don't get fired. What's up, Dwayne? Appreciate you joining, man. But yeah, man, it's the same thing every single year. And another thing, can't finish drives. We had a 16-play drive got all the way down to the 2-yard line, and we kicked a fucking field goal.
Crazy. That's disappointing.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then Mike Kafka. There's no creativity in the play calling. It looks like high school plays that they're running. They're running curl slant combos and all this other
No.
shit. Yeah,
Missed again.
he missed again.
But
He
he's
dunked
getting
it on
fired.
Another missed field goal.
Oh
Another
my
one.
god! I know my dad is
Another one.
pissed.
Oh, your dad's hot right now.
Yeah, he's pissed.
This is the makeup game. The Commanders whooped y'all. Now the Commanders are getting whooped. This is your hate watch right here.
Just don't bash my fins too bad. We started.
We,
For
we
the
are-
first game, we got y'all out the way quickly, man. Yeah, man. We already talked about y'all. Y'all got to shake back. Y'all play in New England next week. Y'all got to do something.
Who plays New
but-
England next week?
Miami.
Oh yeah.
Hunter Henry might be a sleeper. I mean, they just gave up a shit ton of yards to
Tight ends.
Tyler Warren. Yeah,
The rookie too. Yeah, that might be the move. Hunter Henry anytime touchdown.
maybe. I wouldn't be mad at
Hunter
it.
Henry and AJ Brown anytime touchdown.
All right, you pushing it now.
Now you're pushing it. Yeah, now you're pushing it. Um,
That's what I bet.
but I mean, and then another thing about the Giants, man, is just to harp on the offensive line even fucking more. We couldn't run the ball either. Like we couldn't run the ball at all. Can I join the transfer portal in the NFL fans? Shit, seems like everybody else is. I mean, Russell Wilson was our leading rusher with 44 yards, man. And the only reason why he's running the ball is because he's running out of pressure. What's
He's
up,
running
Sports
for his
Daddy?
life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's running for his life every time. Tyrone Tracy had 10 carries for 24 yards. Devin Singletary had 3 carries for 9 yards. And Cam Scatterwood, they tried to run him a couple times. He had -3, which means
That's
he's getting
wild.
hit in the backfield from the get-go.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched his 2 little runs for Scatterboo. That man is just gonna whoever's in his way is getting run over.
Yeah, the first guy is definitely getting ran over. He runs with such force.
I mean, he almost took his own offensive lineman out.
But I mean, man, this is just it's terrible watching the Giants, man. It really is. It's so frustrating because it's the same problems. They do this. They sign all this depth in the offseason, and it's just still the same thing. It's still the same thing. I don't understand it. How are you this bad at drafting and picking up guys for the offensive line? Oh, you got the ring? Oh, that's nice.
Thanks,
That's nice.
Saquon. Thanks, Saquon. I just want to put that out there.
It's terrible. But even Saquon couldn't help this fucking team.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I was making a joke. It's kind of crazy because like they have so much potential. Like I think Dart is definitely the future. I think Dart
He is.
has a chance to be nice. When he gets the start, I hope it's against a bad team so he can at least like get some confidence and air it out
That's
a little
why
bit.
I said week 5 because we played the Saints. I'm gonna be at the game.
Oh yeah, you better be at that game.
I'm definitely gonna be at the game.
Those tickets are probably
Well,
$70 behind the end zone.
We'll both be proud of the game, I think.
Well, my dad works for a company that gets season tickets to the Saints every year, and they're able to raffle them off. And 9 times out of 10, when the Saints are bad, nobody else goes in for it. So if the
No one
Giants,
gets them.
yeah, the Giants who are a bad team playing against another bad team, they'll probably still be good.
If your dad can get tickets for the Patriots game, I'll give him the money for it.
Well, he normally only gets one a year, which is
man.
why I'll probably get the Giants one. And for those, it'll be lower bowl section, 50-yard line every time.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, it's good seats every time.
You
Devin,
get
didn't I
front
bring
row
you to
to
a
the shit
game?
show.
Did I bring you to a game, Devin? Or was that
You didn't
Tracy?
bring
No, I
me.
brought Tracy to. I brought Tracy to a game. That's who it was. I brought Tracy to a game. He was with me. That was the year the Giants beat the Saints in overtime.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good game to be
Oh,
at.
is that what Jabril
Yeah.
Peppers called it?
Yeah, when Jabril Peppers was like, "We want the fucking ball," you know.
Devin, can you hear us?
yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear us? I can't hear him.
Yeah, he's having technical issues tonight.
Get on the
Yeah,
I
iPad.
couldn't at first, but I
Oh damn.
kind of went over to my Wi-Fi to kind of see. I didn't at first. Y'all were
I'm gonna have to
all
bring it closer.
rotating screens.
Yeah, it's just a bad night for him right
Still
now
muted?
with the internet. No, you're not muted.
I'm surprised I'm even doing good on mine. How's the clarity from your guys' then? Because it looks clear on mine,
Clarity,
but
yeah, clarity looks fine for me. I think Devin's the only one having issues right now.
Yeah, it's Devin's turn for issues.
Yeah, he doesn't really ever have issues, so he deserves it.
I can hear y'all.
we all have an off day.
At first, y'all were just rotating circus.
But all right, on to the next one because it's gonna be the same thing all year with the fucking Giants.
Jake, you're getting bailed out right now.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Musgraves is getting all these passes right now.
Good, good, yeah, I like it. I like to hear that. Let's get that. It's not gonna fucking matter unless Jake Daniels does something though.
But Kraft's already got 3, so he can't
I
get
know.
one more.
And he can't get another one yet.
Oh, he's about to.
He
I
might
need
But,
Josh Jacobs to
Tyler-
stop getting the run.
Josh Jacobs running for at least 60 yards.
I actually need Jordan Love to stop. Well, I'm playing in one league. I'm playing against Jordan Love. Another league, I'm playing against Jacobs.
But we got the Titans going into Denver facing the Broncos. Broncos had 151 rushing yards. Bo Nix didn't have really a great game. Cam Ward, first game in the league, 12 out of 28, 112 yards rushing. I'll tell you what, though, man. I'm sorry, not rushing. 112 yards passing.
I was like, I didn't see that game, but damn, that's pretty good.
Just brought up the rushing yards for them. That's why I said that. But I think they had a lot of drops, a lot of stuff that hit the receivers' hands, especially Calvin Ridley. Probably had money on the game.
Damn.
Probably had money on the game.
Slanderous.
He there was especially that one at the end in the third, was it the third or the fourth quarter, where he hit that little kind of slant post looking route, and it was right here. It was right here, and he just dropped it.
How did Ward look though? I couldn't watch any of the Sunday games. Like I could watch some, but I was on the train back, so I couldn't get good service. But how did Ward look though?
He looked okay, but once again, that's also against a really good Broncos defense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So all in all, I think his decision making was it could be better, but he's a rookie, so that'll work itself out over time. The Titans they need so much more.
I think
Calvin
Kraft just got another catch.
Fuck.
I think is Kraft 85.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh well. Well, I put 3 bets in, so that's only one of them.
I think that's the big one.
Yeah, that is the big one.
What did you bet? The under on what? 4.5?
3.5. He only had 3 last week.
That was the line.
Yeah, he only had 3 last week.
I think he's at 3.25 right now.
Look at you. But yeah, Cam Ward, he looked okay. He looked okay, but it's against a good Broncos defense.
Yeah,
who
that's
I
what
think is going to fuck up the Colts next week.
How his composure in the pocket and everything was.
Oh well, his poise and everything was fine. He didn't.
Okay.
I don't think he really had issues with that. It was more he does. I don't care as much as he wants to say. You've got to let something off the ball, though. Not every single pass has to be 115 miles an hour coming out of his arm.
Oh, I used to AP that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's like a completely bad thing. You definitely need that quality, but
you want to be able to have that zip.
Everything. Yeah, you want to have that zip, but not everything needs it. That's my thing. Not everything needs it. So, but I wouldn't. I think the bigger one about this game, Bo Nix looked bad.
Yeah.
Now the Titans defense is decent. You still got Jeffrey Simmons and Ladarius Sneed over there. They got pieces over there that are good players.
Don't they have that linebacker, Azeez Al-Jair or whatever?
Ojolari?
No, not Ojulari. Ojulari's
Not
on
Ojulari.
the.
I thought Houston had him. They do that hit in Trevor Lawrence last year.
Yeah, is he on Houston? I thought he went to the, or he might have been on the Titans before and then went to Houston. I might be tripping. Sometimes I'd be doing that. Can y'all hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear everybody talking in the background for me.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, you. I'm like, zip it, Miss Lippy. I'm joking.
Is it
I'm joking.
Ola
joking.
Oladipo?
No, it's Aziz Al Shair or something like that.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't see his name on here.
Not Aziz Ojulari. He's on the Eagles.
No, I was looking at somebody else. Yeah, no, he's not on the Titans.
Okay, so I do be tripping. Okay,
But the part of the smoke, yeah, he's with Houston. Yeah.
okay, I thought so.
I think that's Devin. That's Devin.
Yeah,
Thank you. You're still here with us in spirit.
You're still here. Yeah, it's still here. But all right, let's move it on. Not much to talk about with this game. Well, one more thing I didn't really get a chance to talk. Bo Nix looked bad.
I was
He
like, no,
looked
you
bad.
said that. You said that already.
Yeah. He looked bad. I just want to reiterate that sophomore slump incoming for Bo Nix. It's loading.
Not good for this card that I'm trying to sell.
Not good for this card. Yeah.
Wait, what? The JJ cards probably went up.
This
Yeah,
one,
JJ card definitely went up.
this one's not doing so hot either. This one though,
Oh, that Herbert. Yeah.
the Herbert rookie.
Oof. All right, well, we'll talk about this team that's playing tonight right now. They got the Packers. They beat Lions 27-13. Look at that, Drake May. Select silver. Jordan Love goes 16-22, 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. I think the biggest stat for this, though, Lions, they only had 48 rushing yards the entire game.
The Ben Johnson effect.
That's what I was about to. That was my question. Was this really the Ben Johnson effect, or was it just the fact that the Packers defense has just gotten really good, adding in Parsons and beefing it up? Because I mean, look what they're doing to the Commanders right now.
Yeah. 17.
So I don't want to sound like a resident hater, but I do think the Packers are very good this year. I did think their defense got better, so I'll give them the credit on that. But I've just not been big on the Lions like everyone else. Like the Lions are just media sweethearts. I don't see it. I didn't see it last year. I think they're just one of those teams that, like, I don't want to say they get lucky, but like I just don't see them being that good of a team. Jared Goff is mid. He's not a good. He's the quarterback that people think Jalen Hurts is. Like Jared Goff is carried. That man threw 5 interceptions in a game and won the game.
Yep.
Amon-Ra, great receiver. Gibbs, great running back. Sewell, great tackle. Like they have good pieces. I'm not saying the team itself is bad. I think the defensive players are dirty. Kirby Joseph. But I don't think Dan Campbell is this like electric genius head coach. I think he's a good player guy. Like he's a good culture guy.
He's a motivator.
Yeah, he's a good motivator for sure. But if Sean McVay can't win with Jared Goff, Dan Campbell's not winning with Jared Goff. Sean McVay is a better coach than Dan Campbell. I don't see them. I think bet the under. Bet them to miss the playoffs. I think losing 2 coordinators, just like the Eagles did in 2023. We lost 2 coordinators and everything went to shit. I think that team is worse than the 2023 Eagles. And they lost both their coordinators, and it's just Dan Campbell now, like, bite some kneecaps. I think this is who – plus, what was it? What's that stat with Jared Goff where it's like the games he's not coached by Ben Johnson or McVay, he's like 0-19 or something like that?
Yeah. He's right. He's right. He is not looked good without them. And this kind of further iterates that point.
Yeah. McVay is a football genius. We all know that. He's a savant. But Ben Johnson is good. I think he was better with the Lions because he had better talent than he does with the Bears. I mean, it's a growing process over there, but Jared Goff is not a guy that's going to carry your team to a Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
I agree with that.
Plus, the
Yeah,
Packers
but-
are just a great defense.
But I do have something to say on the Bears when we get to that game. We got 3 games left, and then we're doing players of the week. All right. Next up, we got the Rams. They take a slim win over the Texans, 14-9. Puka Nacua looked good. He had 10 catches for 130 yards. That's 23 points in fantasy. Texans fell short on every possession in Rams territory, meaning they kicked 3 field goals and fumbled the ball. That's 4 possessions in Rams territory where they came away with either a field goal or a turnover.
This
That's
game
terrible.
shocked me. This game was a shocker because I expect both these teams to be good. And it could be, I guess you could say it was a defensive game because it was low scoring. But I just
Yeah.
feel like both these offenses are so good. People talk about Nico Collins like he was better than A.J. Brown. So I'm expecting,
I'll be honest. You know what? You know what's kind of pissing me off right now? We have not seen great C.J. Stroud since his rookie season.
Yep. And you know what sucks? It's not the same offensive line since then.
That too. That too.
Didn't they traded Tunsil, didn't they?
They traded.
They
their
also
entire
traded
offensive
Tunsil.
line. They got rid of their entire offensive line.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
Tunsil's playing right now with Washington.
Yeah, he's playing with Washington. Yeah,
And
they don't look like a great team anymore. They really don't.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that Nico can't stay healthy. Tank Dell may not play football ever again. Mixon is on IR right now currently.
Yeah, Mixon's not.
You don't know
Mixon's
when he's
injured.
coming back.
Yeah,
Chubb is coming off an injury.
Yeah.
What's crazy is CJ Stroud was looked at as this super good rookie, but he really wasn't that good. Numbers wise and everything else wise, he wasn't wow, look at this guy. He was just oh, he's exciting. He's a rookie. And then sophomore slump, he was, the stats and everything were about the same. He didn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't anything exquisite. And then now we're seeing this year, he's starting off slow. And it's is CJ Stroud actually that good?
Oh, my thing is why, if you're going to do all this, you get rid of the offensive line, and you're having issues there. Why are you drafting 2 wide receivers high in the draft to go if your guy doesn't have time, then who fucking cares about who you draft on the outside? It doesn't matter.
It's that meme where it's the guy with the blocker throwing the ball, and then it's the guy with the no. When they were using it for Jamar Chase, when they were they should draft Panay to block for Burrow, and they were no, we'll just draft someone to throw.
we did the same thing for Drake May. There was one for Drake May.
Oh,
yeah,
was there?
but
Really?
at least y'all turn around the next season and you draft Will Campbell.
Yeah, you got Will Campbell.
At the 4, you're drafting the best offensive lineman that's being talked about in the draft, at least that was graded in the draft. You don't know how his career is going to shake out, but he's still the best offensive lineman that was coming out of the draft.
Yeah, 4th overall.
I think people forgot how poorly run the Texans were before Stroud. They still suck. For example, crappy O-line. So let's trade our best O-line player. Yeah, no, you're right. Oh, excuse me. You're absolutely right. It makes no sense about how you're having a shitty O-line, and it's okay, well, let's go ahead and trade Tunsil in and revamp this entire offensive line. But no, Laramie Tunsil's actually a good left tackle that you could have kept there and built the line around him.
Yeah. At what point do we have to start not giving blame to the head coach? I know the GMs are the ones who, draft or not draft the player, but draft the players, trade for players, sign players. But at what point do we have to look at a head coach and say, where's the head coach's input saying, hey, get me that guy, get me that guy? Or a defensive coordinator, hey, listen, I need a better linebacker. Who do we have out there? Who can we trade for? I like this guy. Can we possibly trade? At what point do we have to put some blame on the coaches for not putting pressure on the GMs?
We kind of saw it when they drafted Stroud. that year. They took Stroud at 2, and then they flipped right around and took Will Anderson at
Trade
3.
up.
Yeah,
Trade
which
up
was
to
great.
Anderson.
That was
Yeah.
smart. And
That
then
was
they
a
were like,
great,
all right, we're
great,
good.
That kind
Yeah,
of
pretty
tells
much,
you
yeah.
the head coach is trying to go what direction right there. He wants to be more of a defensive coach, which I understand because that's what he played in the league. Because
Yeah.
I mean, the year before they draft Stingley,
Yeah.
and then they draft Stroud and Will
Will
Anderson.
Anderson.
Well, the
And
defense looks
Tank Dell
fine.
that year, too.
Yeah, but the defense looks fine. You only gave up 14 points, against a team who we thought was going to be pretty good offensively, throwing in Devontae Adams, you got Nakua, you got Kyron Williams. You have all these pieces. You have Matthew Stafford. Granted, I don't think Matthew Stafford's at 100% because he's having problems. But a lot of people expected this Rams team to still play great offensively, and then they come out, shit the bed, only get 14 points. But yet you shit the bed offensively even worse because you pick 3 field goals and you fumble the ball late in Rams territory. It didn't make sense. Like this team is having offensive issues when you have, I think, a good quarterback in CJ Stroud. I don't know. I don't see why they can't get it together. And it could just all be on the offensive line. I'll be honest with you. It could all just be on the offensive line.
It's weird they also have Nico and shit. But then I think I'm pretty sure the leading wide receiver last week was the rookie they drafted. I think he had 2-3 catches for 30-something yards. The leading receiver that week.
Yeah. Yeah, Nico Collins couldn't get anything. He couldn't get anything. It was terrible. You're muted.
Do we blame Stroud for that?
Well, I think this kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where I don't so much necessarily want to put it on Stroud, but it could
More
also
the
be
scheme.
more scheme and play calling. Also, when you know that Nico Collins is your number one and you don't have a guy like Tank Dell and all you got is rookies next to this guy, it's easier to one-on-one these rookies, double team Collins, and then that sets up a terrible. And then it's not like the Rams have a bad defense, but especially their front four. They got a good front four.
It's a pretty ass moon, not gonna lie.
That is beautiful. Wait for the play. It's not pretty.
3rd and 8.
But all right, we got a couple games left. Sunday Night Football, probably the best game of the week.
Martin Scorsese, cinema.
Yeah, it was great. Ravens, they end up losing a comeback by the Bills, 41-40. Josh Allen put on his fucking tape, 33 out of 46, 424 total yards and 4 total touchdowns. He had 280 plus passing yards in the fourth quarter alone, which is absolutely crazy.
Josh Allen said, MVP.
Yeah.
MVP.
He proved it.
Yeah.
Ravens, they blow another double-digit lead. Blew this one 15 points with 7 minutes left. If people thought this game was over. Like the Ravens looked like they were dominating at the end there, and then everybody started to leave, and then next thing you know, Josh Allen brings them down there. They score a touchdown. It becomes an 8-point game. Derrick Henry fumbles. They go down there. They score again. They go for 2. They miss it. Then the Ravens get the ball back. They fucking they go 3 and out. And this was my biggest pet peeve right here. It is 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, whatever it was, 4th and 2. You're only up by 2 points with a minute and some change left, and you're gonna punt the ball back to Josh Allen, who's been fucking you up the entire fourth quarter? Why? It made no sense.
It's one of those games where it's like we gotta let our defense win. It's like, bro, let your offense try to win too.
Yeah, like you've already scored 40 points.
Tired. It is the fourth quarter. Your defense has been balling all game. They are tired, bro. Stop.
The amount of times they've blown a lead is about 17 times.
You've seen that stat where it's like all the games, and it's like the Ravens lost all these games,
Yeah, that's
and it's like
almost
all the
crazy.
crazy stats.
that's a season right now. If we went by games, they lost. That's a
17.
fucking season right now.
Bro, I don't think y'all realize this though. They scored 40 points and lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
to
Everybody was
41.
talking about this dumbass
I'll be
Derrick
back.
Henry fumble. What about this defense that gave up 40 points?
Hey, that fumble was actually like massive momentum changer, though.
It was costly. I'm not going to say it's not costly. It
But no,
was
like
costly.
you said, the defense gave up 40.
Like,
A
you
40
get
burger.
40, 41, and you put if an offense puts up 40, I don't care what you said, you're expected to win. I don't care. If somebody was like, hey, Jacob, this Ravens team putting up 40 this week, they're going to win the game? Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely going to win the game. They put up 40 points. But nobody expects fucking Josh Allen to put on a fucking game. Him and Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman looked like Stephon Diggs out there playing
Bro,
with him.
that is the first round pick that they drafted. That's the Keon Coleman they were looking for this whole time.
Look, he was a second rounder.
He was second, I thought he was first.
Yeah, they kept trading back. Remember they traded back with the Chiefs. They got Xavier Worthy. They traded back with another team all the way into the second round, and they were like the second pick of the second round, and they drafted Keon Coleman.
Okay. I was like, wait, hold on. What?
I mean, kudos to this Bills team, though. I mean, for real, kudos to this Bills team because I could not believe the comeback. It was amazing. It really was. It was amazing.
I'm pro Bill. I'm pro Ravens, pro Bills, but after the last season, it just rubbed me the wrong way. How much Ravens fans are just bitching and crying about the MVP. Like, look at Lamar's stats, and it's like y'all were real quiet in 2023 when Lamar won MVP and Dak's stats were better. And you know what I mean? I hate Dak, but it's like y'all were. Oh, it's not about stats. It's about the best player. And then Josh Allen wins, and it's not about the best player.
The best player. It's about stats.
Yeah, it's like stop.
Yeah, I'm not so much arguing with Jared, but I was telling Jared about that last year because that shit pissed me off to say the same way. I was like, okay, cool.
That's how I judge my MVPs. I judge them best player on the best team, not the best stats.
Well, I think things have to be accumulated. I really want to say the best player on the best team because you got to add some context to it. I mean, Lamar Jackson was still playing. Well, Lamar Jackson's still playing with Derrick Henry. If he didn't have Derrick, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he didn't have Derrick Henry last year and he put up those kinds of stats and even better stats because you don't have Derrick Henry, then I'm more inclined to be like, yeah, Lamar Jackson, give it to Lamar. But you got somebody like Derrick Henry over there that's taking a huge load off of you, considering that Derrick Henry ran for like 1,700 yards.
Yeah, he had like 1,700. And James Cook had like 900.
What's up?
Go ahead, Jake.
Well, I was just gonna say about the only thing that you could say with James Cook is didn't he have like 19 touchdowns or 20 touchdowns? He didn't have a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah,
he only had 16. I feel like he had more.
Still a lot.
But here's
it's still a lot.
They're saying after last week that since he had 16 last year, after last week he's on pace to have 17.
What, this year? Yeah, well, I mean, because he's won a game, one touchdown a game. He's almost guaranteed a touchdown. Because I trust Josh Allen to get me to the goal line. You know what I mean? I trust that offensive line to get down there.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. It said after a team scores 40 points in the NFL, the win percentage is like extremely high, like to almost 100. So I wouldn't put it at 100, obviously.
Yeah, but it's at like 98.
But it's like
or like 99.3.
Yeah, like, and you let them just come back. You had it really gift wrapped under the tree and everything, waiting for you to open.
Yeah, you let them score 16 unanswered points in 7 minutes. That's tragic.
No, was it 7 or was it like 4?
Well, they got with 7 minutes left, and then they drove it down, and then they scored with like 4.5 left, something like that.
I told somebody in the group chat, I was like, Josh Allen had flashbacks of that 13-second game with Kansas City.
Oh God, did they? Did they? He showed Lamar kind of what he went through in that AFC Championship game, where it's like, hey,
That
Lamar, I know the feeling.
I was like, that's the clip right where he's like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, bro, I'll never blame Josh Allen for that game. I'll never blame Josh Allen for that game. He left the field with 13 seconds left and the
So I
lead.
remember-
They should have won that.
I was with Kelsey. I remember staying up watching the game. She looked at me. She's like, "Why are you still up? The game, like, Buffalo's already winning. Let's go to sleep." I'm like, "They're still."
Nah, it's not over with. Yeah, it's not over with yet.
So I remember when it hit 13 seconds left. I'm standing in the room like this, like.
That's still insane.
All right, Monday Night Football. We had the Vikings. They also had to come back of their own
Going for it.
against the Bears. I forgot to put JJ McCarthy down there. That's JJ stats right there. JJ McCarthy, he goes 13 of 20, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception, which was a pick six in his debut. But the Vikings, they scored 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to take a 10-point lead. Now, the Bears did score a touchdown with Roma Doomsday towards the end with about 2 minutes left, but it wasn't enough. It's just classic Bears. Classic Bears, what we've been seeing, especially all last year. You know, they can't win close games. Anytime it gets close, something happens to where they give it away. They played really well, and this is what I wanted to talk about with the Bears: Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. Caleb Williams was 10 for 10 on his first 10 pass attempts.
Yeah, first drive or so.
That's what I'm saying. So that first drive, where it's all mapped out and scheduled and schemed, the entire drive is schemed and scheduled from Ben Johnson, looked great. The moment that he had to go off script and it's like, all right, here, we're playing this now. I need you to do this. He couldn't do it. And he looked like Caleb Williams of last year.
Yep.
He started off good. Like, he was making the throws. He was scrambling. It was like, damn, okay, like maybe he did evolve. And then it was just like, it just seemed like the play calling became super conservative. And then they started not scoring or doing anything or even moving. It was just like, man. And then,
which is crazy coming from a Ben Johnson, you know, you get so conservative.
Yeah, super conservative. It was like he got afraid of Caleb throwing or something. It was just really weird because even Swift was going off. Swift
had a good game.
Swift had a good game, but then like I said, the whole team just like collapsed because what was it? It was like fourth quarter, and JJ just starts slinging it after looking like shit for 3 quarters. Which is super embarrassing, especially from a division rival. Your first game as a head coach, like you had it in the bag. Like you were marching, you were moving, you had the pick 6, and then your team just fucking Ben Johnson stock going down.
Chicago plays Detroit next week.
Chicago plays Detroit.
They play Detroit. Oh man,
that'll be the. I think that's the real game right there.
That's a good game right there.
St. Brown already came out and said he's like, when Ben walks in, it's just gonna be nothing but booze.
Oh, probably. But I mean, you can't blame Ben Johnson for leaving. I mean, he stayed there as the offensive coordinator an extra year. He should have gone and been a head coach last year. You know what I mean? He stayed there an extra year to give it a chance with them. They fell short mainly because of injuries, in my opinion. I really believe that. I really believe that if the defense hadn't been so injured and they had 22 guys on then I don't think it would have been as problem getting to the Super Bowl. Now, winning, that might have been a different story.
That's fair.
But, I mean, this is the same. I'll be honest, even with Ben Johnson, this looks like the same Bears team that we saw last year. The same exact one. Now, it is only week 1, and I expect things to change, but
you kind of hope things change.
Yeah, you kind of hope for things to change. It doesn't give me fucking hope. You know, especially like you said, when you shut down the guy for 3 fucking quarters, and then all of a sudden he becomes Tom Brady in the 4th. You know, it just doesn't make sense.
Just
Caleb's going to be a bust. Got talent, but don't think he has the brain for a high level QE play. which makes sense. Which makes sense. Like, and
Yeah.
then this is what kills me. Like when people come out and say, "Oh, it's a generational talent." What the fuck you mean a generational talent, bro?
Did you see the street interview with that guy where he was like they were asking like who's the generational talent? And it was just like he was like, is Tom Brady a generational talent? And he was like, no. And he was like, is Peyton Manning or Aaron Rodgers? He was like, no.
Oh, you talking about Ryan Clark when he was on there on first,
No,
First
no.
Things
It was
First?
it was like an interview. It was like a street like TikTok interview on the street, and it was like this big dude, and he was like, no. And the point he made was kind of valid, but then it also kind of like didn't make sense when I forget what he said at the end, but he was like, a generational talent is someone who's doing something that is only one in a generation. Like Vic was generational because no one was doing what he was doing. People were doing what Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were doing at that time, which is just being a pocket passer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not generational. Him winning, I guess, is one thing. I forget what the guy said, but he ended up like going off on a tangent, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, he's definitely wrong now. But because they were like, is Lamar generational? And he was like, yes and no. Because if you think about it, like, what is Lamar doing that's generational?
Well, see, the thing is, like,
he's just a runner
we're in a
and a
day and a
passer.
time. We're in a day and time where you're not really going to see a lot of new things, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to terms of a type of player. Yeah, back when Vic was doing his thing, yeah, it was generational because we'd never seen a guy who could run and throw the football like that. Now we have a lot of them. You know, now we have guys that Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts and
Josh
these
Allen
guys-
is just the new century John Elway.
Yeah, like it's you have all these guys now that can pretty much do what's generational. In my opinion, when it comes to the term generational talent, I think that means talent that you see coming out of college that you just don't see in the average player, and even good players. I mean, these are guys that are talent-wise are just head and shoulders above everybody. You know. Like, in my opinion, I thought Jaden Daniels was a better quarterback coming out of college than Caleb Williams.
I remember mentioning
Spoke on
Jaden
that all the time.
Yeah. I think I thought Bo Nix would be the better quarterback coming out because of how much experience he's had. Like, I thought that was his leg up on the competition. But then I realized Jaden Daniels was a year younger. Not even. They're the same age. But like I was like, okay, Bo Nix has been playing a lot longer. That's what he's gonna have as a leg up because he's played more competition over more years. It should be better for him to adjust in a system. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely agree.
17-10.
Oh, who scored?
Zach Ertz.
Really?
Yeah.
It was Zach Ertz. God damn, what the heck was scoring, bro?
Which is why I know it's crazy.
You become non-existent.
Why I know it's crazy? In my mom's fantasy league, she has Laporta starting. And she was like, should I start Zach Ertz because he plays tonight? And I was like, no, you start Laporta. I mean, mind you.
She's gonna be pissed off at you.
Well, mind you, do you everyone in their right mind chooses Laporta over Ertz?
Yeah.
So I was like, no.
Yeah.
But then Ertz gets a touchdown. I'm like, all right. But like, watch. Sunday, Laporta might have 2 touchdowns. And it's like, I told you.
I don't know.
But telling someone to pick Ertz over Laporta, they're going to be like,
Yeah, I'd look at you crazy too.
yeah.
Well, anyway, all right. Last thing that we wanted to get to tonight: players of the week. All right, I already told, I guess, what my player of the week was. I get the easy pick since I come up with these categories and I make the banners and I do all this work, so I get to do the easy pick. My player of the week is Josh Allen. An amazing fourth quarter comeback, put on his Superman cape. This is low hanging fruit. He was just the guy. He's already the front runner for MVP after coming off an MVP season.
I got a better idea. How about this? Instead of players of the week, you do player awards of the week. Like how at the end of every season it's MVP, offensive, defensive. You do that, but weekly.
That's actually a good idea. That's not bad. That's not bad.
What started off right now? MVP Josh Allen.
MVP was Josh Allen of the week, easily.
Yeah.
I think all of us agree on that.
Yeah. I think he was easily that. If you're gonna go offensive player of the week,
I was gonna say ETN.
I'm actually gonna go another. I'm going another quarterback.
I got a quarterback too.
Who's your quarterback, Jared?
Daniel Jones.
Oh, bitch you.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
you bitch
Okay.
you. No,
Wait,
I
hold
was
on,
gonna
bro.
pick
Hold
Daniel
on.
Jones.
Do you want to use? Daniel Jones was in my runner-up for comeback player of the year.
Hey, he could be
For the
comeback
week.
player because he was injured. He was injured last year, so he is viable for comeback player of the year.
That's why I was like, we should. That's why I was thinking. I was like, we should do the weekly awards because
comeback player to start a season definitely goes to Daniel Jones. But for me, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, 4 touchdowns. You
that could
know,
also be comeback.
only eight incompletions, and he
Yeah.
needed all 4 of those touchdowns in order for them to win this game. So I gotta. It's not a bad one either. Ibuka for offensive player, mainly because of what he did.
Offensive rookie.
Well, yeah, offensive rookie. Yeah, you want to go offensive rookie. What about defensively? What about defensive player? What are we looking at?
Defensive player of the week.
I think I gave mine to Harold Landry. Pass rusher for New England. He had 2.5 sacks.
Yeah.
He might be, to be honest with you, 2.5 sacks might be leading the league in sacks at this current moment.
Yeah, honestly. Damn. I made up I picked the criteria and now I'm blanking.
I'm gonna go with not so much for the stats, but for the play that he made. Same team. We're gonna go Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go Jalen Ramsey, making a tremendous
yeah.
play
That's
to
a good one
basically
too.
win the game, shut down the game against the Jets. With an amazingly great form tackle. I mean, just top tier form tackling.
So he does lead the league in sacks. With
Yep,
2.5.
I
does?
figured.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured 2.5. It's got to put him up there.
Yep. And then
I was like, yeah, first game.
Zay Flowers leads in receiving yards. Puka second. JSN third. Derrick Henry's the leading rusher behind, and then ETN behind him. And then Josh Allen, Geno Smith, Justin Herbert, top 3.
You could also maybe no. I was gonna say, could you put Parsons for defensive player of the week?
He had 1 sack. He didn't really play. He only played 33 snaps the entire game.
And then
Yeah, but I
think
feel like he made an impact though.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, also offensive player of the week, Zay Flowers.
Yeah, Zay Flowers. He did have a good week. 100 and what? 37 yards. I want to say
43.
143. He was close.
Yeah, Harold
Tua-
Landry. I'm looking at it.
I'm
Definitely
fucking
made an
weak.
impact.
Absolutely. 2 for trash can player of the week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, he was even worse than Russell Wilson. At least Russell Wilson didn't throw any picks.
Hey, hold on. Actually, Javon Hargrave had a really good game too.
Yeah, he's at
I didn't see him.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
He had
tied for
2
second.
sacks.
He's tied for second in sacks right now.
Yeah.
We're definitely using that trash can player of the week segment.
Oh, absolutely.
Trash
Yeah,
can player of the week is great.
put him in the bathroom.
Well, all right, fellas. Cozy, I appreciate you joining, man. It was great to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. Football season's good to be back. I did want to show you one more thing, Cozy. Hold on, one quick second.
I was gonna say the last thing we were talking about was how you said the Panthers were gonna be good this year. You said that.
I don't know.
You said that to me.
He did. He did say that a couple weeks ago.
I know what he's not getting.
Oh my god. Sorry, we got 6.
Hey, look it.
You know, you gotta make an edit to where it's like bling bling, sparkle sparkle.
Every time I come around, you say they blang blang.
Yes, he is, Tracy.
Simba that baby. Wait, what do you mean? That's a baby? What is that thing?
This
What do
is
you want
Ella. Y'all meet Miss Ella.
Oh my gosh, baby.
to
Yep. This is Miss Ella.
Is it short for umbrella?
No, it's not true.
Is her name Ella because it's the female version of Eli, like Manning?
No.
Her name is Ella Minnie because it's almost like Eli Manning.
Yeah, my son just had her. What, Wednesday?
That's awesome. You just had her Wednesday, God.
Yeah,
She's
a
so
couple
fresh.
days ago. Oh no.
No,
That's
Tuesday.
awesome, man. Congratulations.
She was born. Appreciate it. Yeah, she was born Tuesday.
She was
Which
sleeping.
is
You were like, I gotta put her on the pod. Hold on, babe. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, man. But all right, y'all. We will be back actually tomorrow to pick games. That's the real reason why. The reason why we had to do it 2 days in a row because I was at the hospital still, and I came home last night and I was just too tired. I didn't feel like doing anything. So, but but we appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate the comments. We will be back tomorrow, probably around the same time, 7:30, 8 o'clock, to pick these games and go over week 2. Finish checking out this Thursday night football. Maybe a Commanders come back in the works. Maybe.
Please, no. None of
Please
us want
no.
that.
I picked them to go to the Super Bowl this year. So
That's a terrible pick and a waste of money. I don't know if I'll be able to make it back on tomorrow, boys.
No, it's fine. No,
Yeah, you go.
I appreciate you
I'll be
joining in
drunk.
tonight, man.
I'll be drunk around that time.
That's fair.
All right, everybody. Like I said, appreciate y'all joining. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see y'all then.